Hey guys, I'm just got this sort of little melodic line in my head, and I'm gonna try to make a beat, as they say these days, which is something I don't really do. But I figured, I'll load you guys up, film it all, and yeah, let you guys join in on it. So what I'm thinking about is like piano, like a doom, doom, doo doom. Ba-dum, boom, boom, ba-dum. So I'm gonna see what we got in the way of sounds here. Berlin grand piano or New York. Oh, let's try the Vienna. Actually, I don't know. I'm gonna try the Berlin. I think the Berlin. Actually, let's go with the Steinway. Cool, so let's just start this out. I think probably I'm looking for something like 80 here. Nope. Let's try 75. Cool. That's about the feel I want for it. Start with 75, and then let's just start racking it up. So. Yeah, I'd have to do that in the chords. Cool, so we got that. So we've got a basic, the basic progression so far. That's sort of what I was thinking. Now, I'm not really a great big fan of that sound in the end. Let's see if we can find something that suits it a little better. Let's try the Berlin, which I think is probably like a Bösendorfer kind of thing. That could be the Vienna, to be honest. New York, delete that. Channel Omni. Cool. That's a little nicer. There we go. A little less reverb, and we can always add that later with some stuff. Cool, so the next thing I'm going to do here is just, I got the sound I'm looking for, so I'm gonna just pull down a little bit of the dynamics here. So let's have a listen. Give those a little bit. Cool. So let's just lay down some basic drums. Actually, I'll just a little bit of housekeeping so we remember this. Keys main or keys rhythm right now. Instrument track stereo. I'm gonna set all of these to large just for now, except for the click, which can be micro. I'm gonna go put the click right up at top. And actually I like having all the rhythm stuff sort of coming before, like all the percussion and sort of drums and stuff I like having before all this. So let's see, what do we want for this? We could go... God, that's cheesy. God, I wish I had like an NPC kind of thing here. Again, let's just go to basic kit. Okay, let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot. Let's go to instrument 1. And I'm going to bring back the grid again. Let's copy this over. I need to replace the sample here. This is just, whoa, cancel. Let's give this a little bit of... My mouse, my clicking is all over the place today, guys. I do apologize. Also, my mouse is glitching a bit, which is weird. Let's see. Let's just go back out here and zoom in a bit. Duplicate this out. Let's call this drums main. Duplicate that over. Yeah, that's quite nice sounding actually. It's just, yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Okay, cool. So I'm just gonna copy these over, and they've got all the velocity information for that sort of shuffle kind of thing that I was going for here. Cool. Copy that over. Add a little open hi-hat to that. The way this is worked up, it's going to choke it as soon as the closed one comes in, so it's going to be... And I've got a feeling just these are just really a little too low. All you want is just like a little bit of swing to it, just a little bit of sort of feel to it. In a way, you don't want to have every single hit sounding the same. Straight pad, output, channel master. Okay, let's get this guy to the master. Let's have the snares go to 3 and 4. So that I can pretty much do like, it's going to be aux inputs now, but let's say like, well, 3 for the time being. Snare, clap, cymbals. If we do this, bring it up to the I/O window here, plug in battery, 3, 1, and then input here. Battery 5 and 6, and then the input here is 7 and 8. Output 5 and 6. This guy, that's the guy we got. Yeah. Put 5 and 6. Then we're going to send the clap. Actually, it was the opposite. This was supposed to be output 7 and 8. And then the clap goes to output 5 and 6. Here we go. So if we look at the metering here, so all we got going through here is a kick. Which of course allows us to process it and like as if it was just audio, which is the way that I prefer to work with things, rather than working with sort of inside the plugin. I like spreading things out. Means I can set up my sends and set up my EQ, compression, blah blah blah, whatnot on this, rather than mess around in here to try to get sort of the sound I want. I prefer mixing sort of traditionally. So we can just start looking at this snare a little bit to begin with. I'm going to bring up the SSL G channel. And just bring up the ratio of the compression a little bit. Damn, my mouse is clicky. Brings out a little bit of the room of the snare. I've got a really short release on it just to sort of try to bring out the room. Try with a fast stack, but that's just gonna bring it down a little bit with a fast attack, just to really accentuate the room sound, like the decay. And then because the transient's going down, we can push it up just a little bit. Whoa. That's one thing they haven't really been able to emulate with the SSL like G channel is the high filters. I feel is the shortcoming in this plugin. Is the high filters on an SSL G are just so fucking amazing, and this really doesn't give sort of the same feel. So we can listen. Nice sort of feel to it there. I'm going to give it a little tiny bit of compression, and a tiny little bit of EQ. I've got an EQ that I really like, which is the soft tube. Oh, come on, where is it? The soft tube Trident A range EQ. Ooh, a little bit of glitch there. But it's just such a sort of smooth EQ, you know. Drive up the saturation until this is just lighting up at every hit. Set a little bit of, and then put a high pass in at 50 hertz, just because we really don't need anything under that. I mean, being sampled, it might already be filtered, but it's good practice, I feel. I just feel like it gives something nice to everything that you sort of slap it on, which you know is nice. So that's a quite nice feel to that right now. Let's have a look at some bass. Actually, I think I'm gonna go back to something like expand. Just do one of the electric bass sounds that they have there. Let's add a little bit of, well, bass amp room. I actually quite like that. Just for the sake of it, let's play around a little bit with the EQP1A emulation. This is a great, fucking amazing EQ. As you can see, it's just got a boost and attenuation on both, so you can get some really cool stuff. I'm just going to solo the piano for now. See you going away, and everyone's gonna be alone, and I don't know the side out. And everyone's gonna be laughing alone. Yes, let's add some candy. So I'm thinking I've got a sound in mind for this, which I believe I got on Contact here, which is a sort of Fender Rhodes kind of thing. Clavinet, boo boo boo, Mark 1. of thing. Let's see. Just do a relative grid and copy this guy over. Now before I go on, I just want to sweeten this guy up a little bit because I feel like there's a little bit too much mud going around in the mids. So for starters, I'm going to cut away some 250. Get that to saturate just a little bit. There we go. And then pull up some of this stuff. A little 15K. So this just too much. I'm going to use the H delay for this. Usually I'd send this through a send, like if I'm doing a mix, but right now I'm just sort of trying to sculpt sounds as I go, so I'm going to slap it on. That's actually really nice. Modulation either. Ah, that's quite nice. That's quite nice. Cool. So let's do just a little bit of mixing while we're here. Let's see. Mark 1. I wish we had like a really nice, I wish I had a really nice sort of Fender Rhodes sample pack. It's just such a beautiful instrument, and I really feel like I don't sort of have it. So let's just set up three of them. Drum verb and hall and FX. I don't know, let's just have a listen. Quite a nice sort of warmth to that, to be honest. Now let's get some drum reverbs in. I'm gonna do reverb for this. I do believe they have a nice sort of gated reverb. already you can actually hear the difference on the kick here. Because, you know, mixing on headphones and all that shit. You never know what you're gonna be running into, so I'm just gonna slap on a filter. Around there, just sort of take out all the frequencies that we don't really know about. And now I just want to really quickly send all of these guys to a new track. It's going to be a stereo aux input, and I'm going to call it submix. And this is just the way that I like to work. So this is going to act as my master bus, which then goes to output 1 and 2, and onto here I'm going to slap the 670, I think. Fill out the sides a little bit as well with this lateral vertical. It's got a mid-side decoder inside it, so you can process the mid signal. So everything in the middle of your stereo field, as well as all the stuff at the side. So what I've done pretty much is just crank up the gain of the side channels without them really compressing that much, which acts as like pulling back the middle and then pushing out the sides, which creates sort of a psychoacoustic widening effect. And then just for sanity, I'm not going to be pushing it at all. We're going to put an L2. Yeah, let's just do an L2 here. So I want my out ceiling to be at roughly -3, and then I'm just going to put that there. I really don't want to do much. I just want to stop it from clipping my output. Then of course, you know, if I really wanted to go haywire, balls with it, you can always push it up, but then you just start limiting and stuff. So yeah, that's a short little beat for you guys. So next thing I want to say, just slapping this thing together, If any of you guys watching this, is a rapper or singer or anything, and want to get in touch with me and actually make this into a song, do it. I'd love it, and we'll keep a sort of running little diary of it and get some shit out there. So if you guys like the sound of this, and if you guys get some lyrics or a rap going, or if you got a good voice or whatever, send me a message and we'll cut a track and get it out there. That'd be pretty cool. So see you all later.